my family. Hopefully I made 155 new family members tonight. So let's get after it, man. I'll see you all at the top because the bottom is not an option, and I'm gone, man. Thank you very much for your time, brother.
Let's go get it.
Come on.
Show the world the definition of real. My brother, you gotta feel it. Yeah, hustle. It's bad. We gon' show the world.
All right, man. Okay, look, Coach Rufus, you literally just lit this deal on fire. Look, y'all, come on now, y'all. Look, can y'all stand the rain from $88 1 month to now making over $500,000? Y'all, come on now, y'all. I don't think y'all heard him preaching on this call. So look, y'all, so we're going to go ahead and move on, of course, to our next phenomenal speaker we got actually coming up as well. I'm going to go ahead and give you all a little bit of stats and info on him really quickly as I bring him up. Of course, first off, of course, he is married. He is a father of 3, of course, amazing children. Y'all, he got licensed in the business in May of 2009. All right, so licensed in 2009, became a regional vice president in May of 2012, went over $100,000 in income that exact same year in 2012. Y'all, now he has over 400 licensed agents in his hierarchy. Over 400 streams of income, y'all. His highest income month was $86,000 in a month. So that's somebody. Of course, annual income he made in a month. Currently, y'all, his rolling 12 is $725,000. A national sales director with our company. He has 7 direct RTs and, of course, 13 total, 7 ring wearers, and 5 council members. All right, and about to produce. All right, he has already produced the NSD himself. All right, who is a near-term $500,000 a year earner as well. And so without further ado, y'all help me welcome and bring up the amazing and phenomenal Tesla Sanai. So, Coach Tesla, you can take it away.
I'm coming in hot.
Come on. Hey. What's up? Hey, how you all doing?
Let's go, Tesla.
Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with
Wow. Hey, guys. How you all doing? Hey, Caliph, man, you did an amazing job. And Rufus is always fired up. What an amazing job he just did. I am so excited, so pumped up to be here. Obviously, you guys invited me. I really appreciate it. We're just done with the meeting. We have another one coming at 10, so we have to run really fast. But thank you so much, guys, for staying on. And I just want to thank Shay Bourne for the invitation, and Caliph, thank you for this warm introduction. Let's just, as we have pretty much most people here are men, let's talk a little bit about what do we need to do as a man. What is our goal? What we're supposed to do? What our purpose? And by the way, there's a big difference between goals and dream. I'll come back to this one in a minute. A man is somebody that's supposed to provide. You are a provider. You are somebody, you owe your family shelter, a place for them to stay. You have to feed your people, give them to eat. You educate your family. Does that make sense? And then the very last thing you got to do, you got to be an example in that family. An example. Every single body in this household need to follow. Miles Monroe said, as a husband, not all of you guys are husband here, but just to listen here, as a husband, our job is to glue the family. Husband, like a bone. So what I'm saying, when we fall on this opportunity, when Pramerica, cross your path, it just came in to help you fulfill that purpose as a man. Listen, we're not here just to shelter. We're not here just to feed. We're not here just to educate, but we're here to make a difference. When my daughter once was having the school, she was doing an essay, and they were asking her, who is your hero? Out of everybody in America, out of everybody that she known, out of all these famous people she read about, she said, my dad is my hero. Guess what? I made a decision to win because I want to be that example. Myself, when I came to the business, I wanted to kill the root of poverty in my family. And by the way, let me tell you what is the difference between goals and dream. This month, my bishop, we had a goal. The goal was to do 50 by 50, but that's not even the goal yet. Hear what I just said, for the month. So it starts from the beginning to this morning at 3 a.m. That's a goal. A goal is a big, something big you want to realize with a date attached to it, with a time frame attached to it. What is a dream? A dream is a difference you want to make in this society. You guys not hear what I'm saying? A dream is the difference. It's what you want to be known for. What is Martin Luther King is known for? Somebody who came and gave us, myself, Haitian guy, African American, a shot to be somebody in America. That was his dream. And he spent his entire life speaking about, I have a dream. What is your dream today? My dream was to feed all these kids in my neighborhood in Haiti. My dream was to educate the young men and women in Haiti. My dream was to kill poverty. I wanted to get to a point where every single kids that come in this family, in this lifeblood, all right, in this bloodline, not to ever worry about money, not to ever worry about having proper education. I never wanted money to be that obstacle. So now, regardless what is your goal and dream here, every single thing that you ever dream of is possible here. Now, remember, I'm a prime example of success. 27th of last month, I just celebrated my 16th anniversary in the US. 16 short years. Where else a guy can leave Haiti, did not speak English. I'm still struggling with English, as you guys can see. But hey, somebody will come from Haiti to a new country, new society, new system, new language. When I came, I didn't even have a green card. No, I came with a visa. I was a lawyer. I worked for U.S. Embassy in Haiti, and they made a mistake. Made a mistake and grant me a visa to come visit. I visited twice, and I said, no more. I'm not gonna go back. So I decided to chase the American dream. Now, I got licensed in 2009, but I joined the business in 2008. In October 2008, it took me 7 months to get my life license. 7 months to get my life license. But guess what? When it was time for me to go RVP, I could not pass my investment license. Guess what the company did? They promoted me with my life license. I was making $200,000 income a year with my life license. Because not only I have a bunch of small goals big goal inside of this big dream, but I have decided to make this opportunity work for me. Now, what are you doing right now with your license, young man? No, y'all, yeah, see, we had a whole panel speaking about honoring your contract. Your purpose, the contract, your district, your division, your regional leader, have you given this your absolute very best? In that household, how do you want to be seen? You tell me. At home, I am the me. At home, okay? I am the, yeah, we have tremendous amount of respect for wifey. We have a beautiful wife, we have a family. But the money guy is me. Because in my household, women has no bills. Zero. I see men go to restaurant and they split the bill. Well, maybe in your culture. We don't have that in my culture, splitting the bill with women. What do you mean? No. Listen, that's why we have to fight hard. That's why we have to make sure we make the money. We got to make sure we're bigger than the obstacle. There will be always problem, always setback, always issue. Not passing exam, Charlie Brown, people quit. They're supposed to quit. Not everybody deserves to win here. Not everybody, because not all of them decides to pay the price. But folks, I want to be respectful of the time. I wish we had more time to speak here. But guys, look, I'm glad we're speaking to men right now. Our goal is to make a difference in this society. Our mission, so to speak, is to make a difference in this society. Our purpose on earth is to leave this place better than we came in. I don't take the opportunity I have to be in America today for granted. In fact, I make the most of it. If a guy like me left Haiti 16 years ago, I came here, built a business. The company paid me close to $3 million so far. What about you? You were born and raised, you get married, you've been to college here, you have all your grandpa, your uncle, your cousin, your sister, they're all here. And every single month you 0 by 0, you gotta be kidding me. So you're here for 2, 3, 5 years and not being RVP? When the society, the system is designed for business owners. When RVPs right now, by the 10th, they all expect a fat bonus. How about Razy on board? You guys know the story. Razy last month, March, so far for this month, it's not even over for cash flow yet. It's over $53,000 in cash. 53. I met the guy in 2013, Haitian guy. Guys, we don't use to so much money. My family never had money. It was gonna be easy for me to settle down and say, it's okay. But no, my dream was so big, every single one of them dream fit into it. So guys, you need to go dream big. It doesn't cost you anything to dream big. I challenge you to go do whatever it takes to win here, because you can do either one of these two. Either you make excuses or you win. Never both. So guys, let's go win. Let's go do something big. Let's go win for our family, because when you win for your family, for the company, for the next generation. But you win because somebody else will come later and want to be inspired by your story. You can hear me? You're not winning just for yourself. You're winning for a society. You're winning for a community. You're winning for the next generation. Guys, thank you so much for having me. I hope, we were able to help. But guys, look, I'm looking forward to see so many of you guys, man. I thought there was only men. I see a bunch of women here. It's just like they take you like a man. And I love it. So looking forward, guys, to see you guys another time. If I can, I promise you guys, I want to see you all going RVP, SVP, NSD, SNSD, but most importantly, make money, because that's what we're here for. Have a good night.
Let's go, Rez. Let's go, Tess.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best. Yeah, we taking over. Listen, spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota.
Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV, mama. I'ma put it down. Hey, welcome to the good life. With the CLD, won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life, let's go on a living spree. They say the best things in life are free. The good life, it feel like Atlanta, it feel like LA, it feel like Miami, it feel like NY.
They don't see me.
Summertime shy. So I roll through good, y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood, Ferrari. And she got the goods, and she got that, I got to look sorry. Yo, it's got to be, cause I'm seasoned. Haters give me them salty looks. Lawry's 50 told me, don't head, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile up.
All right. All right, so great job, Coach Tesler. Great job. Look, y'all, are you making the most of your opportunity? That's what I got out of that, y'all. Are you making the most of your opportunity, y'all? Because you got to make the most of your opportunity. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it with our next speaker coming up. You know, this is a person I got the opportunity, have had the opportunity to, of course, meet on numerous occasions. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you all a little bit of background, of course, about him, y'all. Prior to Primerica, all right, he worked in psychology with children for 15 years. All right, he's, of course, from the Philly area, born and raised. He was recruited by, of course, the amazing Coach Jackie Ashford, directly from the kitchen table, y'all. All right, and been in the business since May of 2014. He's sprinted to district right away. Y'all, his first month license, he wrote $14,000 in production. I said it again, very first month license, wrote $14,000. Y'all, he went RVP in 2017. All right, becoming, of course, his upline's very first RVP. All right, and he was 36 when, of course, he came into the business. Y'all, part-time, he averaged making $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Like, same thing that Coach Tesler just said. You can be able to make money no matter what. You got the license. Y'all, as a regional leader, he averaged $6,000 to $8,000 a month in income. $6,000 to $8,000. And also as a regional leader, y'all, he was number 3 in the nation for premium, and his highest month below RVP, y'all, he did 32 by 51,000 in the base shop, also getting his $50,000 watch in the base shop. I don't know, that's kind of like a key. Pretty much all the speakers that didn't talk, they didn't got their watch in the base shop, y'all. All right, so he did that, got his Power Builder ring, going over $100,000 in income in 2019. Then also got his second diamond, all right, going over $200,000 in income in November of 2019. Got senior leadership, making over $250,000. Of course, in October of 2020, his highest income, y'all, is $280,000 a year. Y'all, he's already promoted 2 RVPs. So y'all help me, of course, welcome and bring up soon to be senior vice president with our company, Terry Robertson.
I don't say a word, was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought the Aston Martin, y'all thought it was rented? Flexing on these, I'm like Papa on the spinach. Double MD, that's my team, Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of cat that mean cash, then grind like I'm broke. That Lambo-
What's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Man, hey, listen, man. First of all, man, I'm super excited to be on this call tonight. And what I want to talk to you guys tonight, because I know we don't have a lot of time, right? But I do want to shout out to these queens, man. Last month was a phenomenal month. We honor you. We respect you. We pay tribute to you. But fellas, we got to have a conversation tonight, right? We really got to talk because we got to get into the next level, man. Rufus came in and got the party started. What's up, bro? And then Tesla came in and kind of killed it, man. But guess what, guys? I want to talk to you tonight about something special, man. I want to talk about manning up. I want to talk about taking this thing to the next level. Listen, you know what I realized? They keep talking about this company, about how the women are taking over. And that's not surprising to me. Because women are phenomenal. They take over everything they do. But can I ask y'all a question? Where the heck y'all at? See, most of us are afraid. See, I want to talk about 4 things tonight that hopefully will help you get to the next level. Because listen, I come from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, man, and I don't come from the outskirts. You know, some people from Philly, they say they're from Philly, but they're not from Philly. They really from like Lower Marion or something like that. I'm from Philly. I'm from Germantown. You know what I'm talking about? Ask about me, yeah? Listen, we got to have real, true conversations about what success looks like. And there's 4 things that I want to talk to you guys tonight that hopefully will drive getting to the next level, right? The first thing is mentorship. Listen, I'm sick and tired of us not picking up the phone, calling each other, and looking out for each other. Stop looking to your left and looking to your right like, oh, I can't say this to this man. I can't say this to my homie because he might look at me differently. That's a weak way of looking at things. Listen, I need us to man up and look in the mirror. You know, the Bible says the way of a fool is in his eyes. See, the real deal is that we got to seek out wise counsel. Y'all know, y'all heard that before. We got to seek out wise counsel, but we don't. We don't seek out wise counsel. What do? We think we can do it on our own. So we got to figure out a way to seek out wise counsel. That means if Rufus is doing better than you, pick up the phone and call Rufus and ask for help. That means if, Tesla is doing better than you, right? Matt is doing better than you, pick up the phone and say, bro, I need some help. I need you to help me. Am I thinking crazy? Or am I missing something, right? We got to ask for help. We got to seek out wise counsel. The second thing, listen, this business is more about learning what you got to do for you and what you got to learn about you than you got to learn about this business. This business is not complicated. It's real simple. You got to schedule appointments. Listen, everybody keep talking about, oh, you want to change the community. You want to change your wealth. You want to change your family tree. Well, you can't change nothing if you ain't scheduling appointments. Stop telling me you don't have any appointments. You got to schedule some appointments. See, scheduling appointments is about caring about people. If you really care about somebody, if you really want to pick your brother up, if you really want to give your other brothers an opportunity, and your women an opportunity, your queens an opportunity, guess what you got to do? You got to open up a real business. You got to open up a business that has outlets. And you can't open up a business that has outlets if you don't schedule appointments. So the first thing is you got to have mentorship. The second thing is you got to schedule some daggum appointments. The third thing is you got to be on appointments. You got to schedule appointments and then you got to be on appointments. That is the work of this business. You can't tell me you're not working Primerica if you're not on appointments. Coach, Coach, I'm killing Primerica. All right, how many appointments you got? Coach, I ain't on no appointments, but I'm killing Primerica. I don't want to hear that. You got to schedule some daggum appointments. In order to kill Primerica, you got to be on appointments. In order to change your community, you got to be on appointments. And in order to change the trajectory of your legacy, you got to be on appointments. And one of the things also I want to talk about is learning to love the struggle, guys. Listen, I'm going to stay here for a second. You know, I learned to love the struggle, man. Everything that I love about life is about struggle, man. You got to learn to appreciate the struggle. You really do, because at the end of the day, most people don't love the struggle. Most people don't appreciate the struggle. They try to avoid the struggle. The struggle is what makes you strong. The struggle is what makes you tough. See, struggle is an investment into success. I'm going to say that again. Struggle is an investment into success. See, God blesses you through crisis. He blesses you through crisis. All right. I have to say this. Anybody that knows me, shout out to Quiet Son. What's up? What's happening? Listen, anybody that knows me know I got ruffled little feathers. So here it goes, okay? The brothers on the call, I'm gonna talk to y'all for a second. Okay? Listen, if you got a problem in your household when it comes to Primerica, I know what the problem is. See, a woman ain't gonna follow a weak man without a vision. A woman ain't gonna follow a weak man without a vision. See, you gotta stop saying Primerica don't work. You gotta stop saying Primerica don't work. Oh, I can't find no clients. Oh, I can't find, everybody need life insurance. They ain't had no problem finding clients in St. Louis. They ain't got no problem finding no clients in Daggone California. They ain't got no problem finding clients in New York. Why you got a problem finding clients in your city? A woman ain't gonna follow a weak man without vision. So if you wanna take it to the next level, step up your vision, step up your focus, step up your mindset, step up your work ethic. Let's get to the next level, okay? You gotta understand that you gotta learn to love the struggle. See, I don't know if y'all know this, right? A gem cannot be polished without friction. You know that? When you want to make something look pretty, what you rub against, right? You apply friction. Nothing is successful without friction. Nothing is successful without friction. You have to make a decision to take this thing to the next level. And I don't want to hear, and I'm sorry, I got to say this. I don't want to hear all these men say, hey, Terry, you don't understand, bro. I got to hold the fort down. I got to hold the fort down. I got to keep my job. You know what I'm saying? See, you don't understand, bro. You know, I got all these responsibilities. I got all of this, all of that. Listen, let me tell you something. Anyone that profits off you being blind will never teach you or inspire you to see. Anybody that profits off you being blind will never, ever teach you or inspire you to see. So your job, all they're doing is encouraging you to keep being blind. They don't want you to see the bigger picture. They don't want you to see that in order to get to the next level, you got to own your own business. They don't want you to see that in order to get to the next level, you got to own your own brand. They don't want you to see that in order to get to the next level, you got to own your own time. In order to own your own time, you got to own your own business first. How the heck are you going to give freedom for your children if you don't even have freedom for your damn self? You got to make a decision to get free for yourself. And I'm going to leave you with this last statement. Because I heard this story and it was so profound to me. Right? It was a story about a butterfly, and the story, real simply, it was a butterfly. It was a cocoon, right? And Ruth was talking about a cocoon, but I'm gonna get more specific. It was a cocoon, right? And the cocoon, and the butterfly was trying to come out the cocoon, right? And it was this man looking at the butterfly trying to come out the cocoon, right? And he's saying, "Oh man, I'm watching this butterfly trying to work itself out of this cocoon, and he's fighting, and he's fighting, and he's fighting, and he's literally watching this cocoon or watching this butterfly come out, this try to make its way out this cocoon for like hours." Right? And he's saying to himself, like, damn, he's struggling. He looks like he needs help. So he's giving it like a little bit more time. And then he's saying to himself, yo, you know what? I gotta help him. So you know what the man does? He cracks open the cocoon so the butterfly can get out. So the butterfly gets out, right? And guess what happens? A little later, the butterfly dies. But before it dies, it tries to fly and it can't fly. And you know why? Because the struggle of the butterfly in the cocoon helps push out all of the, you know, the stuff that's required in order for the wings to be strong enough, in order for the butterfly to become a butterfly and fly. See, the moral of the story is struggle is exactly what you need in life, but you keep avoiding it. It's only 3 seasons in life, guys. You are either about to go into a storm, you are either in a storm, or you're coming out of a storm. There's no other options. I'm gonna encourage you guys today to make a decision to find a mentor, to schedule some daggum appointments, for being on some daggum appointments, and learn to appreciate and love the struggle. It's so sexy for women. Women know it's sexy when you a man that love the struggle. When you a man that's willing to get it to the next level. When you a man that's willing to fight. When somebody says to you, are you willing to run through the door? Dadgummit, I'm the first person to run through the door. The question is, what are you? Are you the first person or are you in last place? I hope you guys get some value out of what we're talking about tonight, man. There's so many strong men on this call, and I can't wait for my brother to come up next. Man, Khalid, man, thanks for having us. Shay, man, I love you guys. I see you at the top. You already know what's happening at the bottom. Dadgummit, I don't even know what's happening because I ain't dead. All right, peace. I'll holler at y'all.
Great job.
Come on, man, make some noise.
Cause they want me dead, and I gotta make it back home. Cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. These try to take my life, they around, get killed. You around, you around, you around, get smoked. Cause these Philly I pull with me, don't around, no joke. No, all I know is murder. When they come to me, I got young, that's what.
All right, man. Close it off. Okay, man. Look, Coach Terry. Look, you absolutely, man. You just blessed somebody, right? I know you blessed me, but I know you blessed some more people on the call with that word, y'all. He said the struggle is an investment to success. I don't know if y'all really heard him with that. He said the struggle is an investment to success. I don't know if y'all see me here with my pen and pad. Look, I got to page the notes right now, because I'm taking heed to everything that they are saying, y'all. So great job. Of course, Coach had a word, definitely blessed, of course, have you on the call. All right. And so, of course, now y'all rounding it out. All right. We got our last and our closeout speaker, all right, on this call. Look, and I know he gonna have, of course, a word for us, give us some great knowledge, but let me go ahead and give you a little bit of background and info about him. Y'all, he been in the business now 6 years.
Come on.
All right, 6 years in the business, y'all. Y'all, when he was below regional vice president, if y'all know anything about the future, y'all, he was the #1 in the future jersey.
Come on.
#1. Y'all never done less than, come on, I don't know if y'all hear me, y'all, never done less than a $20,000 base shop since day one.
Come on.
I'm talking about he ain't never not power bill the bonus. So we
never
got the bonus. All right. Y'all, he ran 100 by 100 base shops several months. He went to RVP, y'all, in 90 days.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Come on, talk to him.
90 days. Y'all, he's a $300,000 earner with our company, y'all, meaning that he has full ownership, all right, of course, of his business, and he was his upline's very first RVP, the very first one coming out of that six-figure ambition hierarchy.
Come on.
Of course, Ronell Burns in that amazing and phenomenal hierarchy. So y'all help me, of course, bring up and welcome, full ownership, $300,000 a year earner with our company, Matthew Hill.
Come on, man. You talking to him.
Let's go, Hill.
Come on, man.
What's up, man? Who you talking to? Let's go. What you talking about, man? Let's go. What?
Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Get paid.
Somebody gonna get some money with me tonight. Let's go.
Whatever you do, just make sure you get paid.
Get the money.
Young hitter, get paid.
Watch your mouth. What you better watch your mouth? Who was you talking to, young fella? Was you talking about me? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm about to act silly on this call. I want y'all to understand. My name is Matthew Hill, Regional Vice President of Kansas City, Missouri. Y'all hear Kansas City, Missouri? Let me tell you why I say Kansas City, Missouri. Because my brother Terry, he from Philadelphia, right? And if you want to anything about football, Philadelphia met the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know the rest. We gonna act. If you're from Kansas City, make some noise. Put something in the chat. Let him know we in the game. Right. If you even from St. Louis, because St. Louis is Kansas City too, we gonna let y'all rock with us today. I just want to throw that out there. Chief Kingdom, we gonna do the old later on. Let's go and get this thing happening. That's my brother Terry. Hey man, shout out to all of these wonderful fellas, man. I got everybody that just laid this thing out, you guys. They laid it on the line. Hey, you guys, I'm just about to just get between y'all a little bit, get with y'all real quick, and I'm gonna get out of here. A little bit about myself, you guys. I joined this company, like he said, 6 years ago. And I was just working. I was working for the people. And what I understood was I would never live my dream life if I kept doing the same thing I was doing. So I wanted to do something different. I wanted to change my life. And I wanted to do something special, man. I met a guy named Ronell Burns. He was out of St. Louis, Missouri. I met him in another business from another business partner that I was in another business with. He brought him to Kansas City. And so it just made sense to me. Ronell pulled out a napkin. He said, DIME, can you do this? I said, yeah. He said, we can get rich. When I say that's all he told me to get recruited. That's all he said. He showed me how much money he made. And I said, whoa, show me that again. Right? He showed me that again. I looked at Ronell. I'm like, hey, man, you ain't the cutest dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm a little cuter than you, and I can make more money than you, man. So I kind of sized him up, right? You know, I did. I kind of sized him up. You know what I'm saying? So I jumped in the business, you guys, killed this thing. My first month, we did over $40,000 in personal premium. We were doing $40,000 base shop, you guys. He told me that codes was the most important thing about going to RVP, you guys. So I just said, I'm going to get codes. So I put up a post that changed my life, you guys. I was always thinking about large numbers. I never thought about small stuff. I thought about a post that changed my life because I understood the people that needed us the most were single mothers, okay? When me understanding that, I said, okay, how do I get to the single mothers? And how I got to the single mothers, you guys, is I simply put out a post. And I'm going to give you out a post that changed my life. And the post simply said, hey, listen, I was raised by a single mother. With all the struggles going on right now, single mothers, I just want to give back. God has blessed me to be able to give some people some things, and I just want to give back. If you're a single mother in need of a gift, say me. I'm talking about I had 250 single mothers say me. And let me tell y'all, when I talk about business one-on-one, I invested in my business. I went to Dollar Tree. I bought a whole lot of 50-cent cards, right? I bought a whole lot of candy. I bought some Dollar Tree bags. And what I did was I was in the travel business, so you can get your little travel voucher for $1. So it made sense to me, y'all. So I jumped in. I was giving these single mothers back. They was crying. Oh my God, ha, ha, right? And they was crying because they was excited because people don't give single mothers nothing like that. I want y'all to understand. So what I did was I understood if I get them in a business, I never talked about the business. I let them ask me why. And what I did was I had over 127 single mothers in class. I had over 32 codes in my first 3 months of the business, you guys. I want y'all to understand, man, I understood to invest in my business. That's why I want you guys to understand how social media will most definitely change your business. But let's talk about, you guys, Ronell was 300 miles away from me. I was in Kansas City, Missouri. But the number one thing that I had to understand is I was not going to put my business in Ronell's hands. I love Ronell to death, but I wasn't putting my business in Ronell's hands. So I understood that I had to study. I understood that I had to have my own meetings. I understood that I had to have my own projector. I understood that I had to have my own audio because I wanted to win. I didn't want to wait to become an RVP to become an RVP. I knew I was an RVP when I stepped in this business because you're not going to tell me that somebody that looks like me, walks like me, talks like me, and do the same thing I do can make that type of money and I can't make it. You're not going to tell me. We had a young gentleman on here. He don't even speak English, making $500,000, $600,000, $800,000. What excuse can you possibly have, right? I want y'all to understand he's not that good at English, right? Charlamagne, his upline, he ain't even from here. So all the excuses get removed. So what I told you guys, I studied. I turned my TV off. I turned my radio off. I turned my car into Drive Time University. I was studying. I was on POL every night. I was practicing my craft because I understood that I was not going to put my business in another man's hand. Y'all too busy blaming your RVP for your failures, and that's why you won't win because you say it's your RVP's fault. Absolutely not. I want you to understand because I said to myself, if Ronell Burns didn't teach me anything, everything that I needed to know was on POL. Kitchen tables, recruiting, everything that I needed to know. So I wanted you to understand that he wasn't going to handicap me, and I did my research. I learned how to recruit. Ronell Burns has never took me in the field. Some of y'all be like, my RVP ain't never shown me how to recruit. Get your butt on YouTube. Get your butt on Google and find out how to recruit yourself. That was the difference between me and other people, you guys. Like he said, number one in the future, killed this thing, you guys. I got my RVP in 90 days, but then I had a hiccup because it was a little thing called a fingerprint, and I'm from the neighborhood, so something happened. Like when I did my fingerprint, they said, we need to talk to you. And yeah, because I lied and yeah. So some things had to happen, but they let me back in. You understand? God is good. Y'all hear me? I see this look on my face. I look, hey, you understand? Fat boy losing weight. I'm feeling good, baby. All right, let's keep on going. Let's talk about what it takes to win. Talk about what it takes to win. First thing, the number one thing to win, you guys, is total commitment. Is the first step to greatness. Total commitment. And when you understand, you get what you expect and you demand. See, when you go work a job, y'all too busy, when you get a recruit, you're excited, you're happy. What do you want? Absolutely not. Because when you start a job, I want you to understand, they tell you what they want you to do. They tell you what you're supposed to do. So why are you letting recruits come over here and devalue your business and tell you what they're going to do? Absolutely not. This is what we're going to do. How much money you want to make? You want to do 3x3, 5x5? This is the standard. This is what we have to do. Y'all too busy holding on to recruits. I love you. Oh, you're the best. And the reason why y'all doing that is because you don't believe in your business. You don't believe in yourself. When you understand that you are the goose that laid the golden egg, at that point, I don't need you, but I want you. See, this is what I want y'all to understand. Let's keep going. See, what you got to do is you got to build relationships. This is a people's business. People will quit on a boss, but they won't quit on a friend. You got to build friendships. You got to talk to people every day. You got to call them. You got to let them know you care. You got to help them through the licensing process. You got to help them do everything that they need. Sometimes you just got to call them and say, what you need from me to win. See, I'm talking to somebody tonight. See, I'm on a mission, and I want y'all to understand. I'm gonna keep going. You got to invest in your business. Here's the next part. Let's listen. I'm gonna help y'all tonight. Somebody better get some pens and pads out. This is gonna be ugly. I'm about to have fun. Come on, now listen. Business 101. This is what I had to understand. I had to invest in my business. See, here's the thing that I understood. IBA is 124, and Primerica says you can pay the 124. So if you're telling me I can pay $124, but see, y'all looking at the 124, let me tell you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the 20, 30, 40, 50 people out of that list I got. I'm looking at all the recruits I'm gonna get out of that. I'm gonna look at all the referrals I got out of that. You too busy looking at the 124. How you got $124 in your pocket and you ain't got a recruit? Somebody didn't hear what I just said. How you got $124 in your pocket and you ain't got a recruit? You got a business. You'll go out and put money in shoes and clothes and all this different stuff, but you ain't got a recruit. How you serious about your business? See, it takes money to make money. Y'all got me on fire tonight. I'm on a mission. I want y'all to understand this is about to get ugly. Y'all done messed up. Y'all should. Let's keep going. All right, so here's the thing. I understood either I'm on the phone or I'm dying. My phone is in my hand 24 hours a day. And the number one thing that I had to understand is the stuff that I look at every day on my phone mattered. So your phone and your screensaver should reflect some of the things that you want, your whys, your goals, your dreams. Some of y'all got a picture of you on your phone. You already know what you look like. Why are you looking at you? You could be looking at something that's going to most definitely push you to go do something great. You looking at you all day like you cute. Look at it. Let me keep going, y'all. I'm sorry. Listen, let's keep going. So here's the thing that I had to understand. I like to ask questions. A lot of y'all need to understand, based on the work you do right now, do you expect to be successful? Do you expect to be successful if you keep doing the same thing you're doing right now? I know the answer to that is no, right? I want y'all to understand, man, I'm on a mission, guys. Here's the thing. What I had to also understand is I told my RVP said, you have to write a vision and make it plain enough where people can see it and they can go do it. Man, I was on fire. I'm talking about, man, I use all my resources. I'm using POL. I'm using, if you name it, I was using YouTube, Google. Let's keep going. So I want you guys to understand, leadership is leading from the front. I knew that I had to lead from the front. Y'all too busy micromanaging. You telling somebody what to do, but you ain't doing it yourself. So how in the world do you expect somebody to follow you and you ain't even doing what you're supposed to do? Oh, wait, I'm talking to somebody. Somebody, let me say that again. I ain't gonna say that. Let's keep going. I don't want to do y'all like that. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I came over here, I said, I got to make everybody pay for what they said about me. You know, people say, hey, Primerica is one of them things. That's one of them things. I ain't gonna do that. Right? I'm loving that. Listen, hey, keep on saying it. Keep telling me no, but tell me no fast, baby, because I promise you when I make this bag and I pull up in this Bentley and you come to this big old house I got, life is pretty good, huh? I got people hiding from me at Walmart in the clothes. You hiding in the clothes? I see you. You hiding in the clothes, but you ain't got no money. My house. Let me show you how my house look right now. I'm talking about life is pretty good. I do what I want, when I want, and you got people hiding in the clothes, and y'all worried about them people. Listen to me. Get over yourself. The only way you gonna win is when you get over yourself and you understand that you ain't nobody. That's why I keep telling people, I ain't nobody. So I had to understand we're too busy scared of talking to people because we too busy what people think about us. Man, you better hide in them clothes and have a great day. When I go home to my house and let's keep on going. I'm acting like I got some fits. Here's the next part. What I understood on appointments. When I understood appointments, your spirit arrived before you do. See, a lot of y'all be like, they ain't gonna do it. They might not do it. You dang right, they might not do it. They might not do it. And they ain't gonna do it because you already spoken it into existence. You don't believe it. Being excited is the biggest part about this business. When I talk to people, I'm ready to jump through the screen because what you talk, huh? Did you see a dude not reply I got last night? Do you understand me? What? I'm ready to jump through the screen right now. Some of y'all feel my energy right now. I don't know who, but some of y'all feel my energy right now. So what I had to understand, right, while I'm making people pay for what they did, I had to keep a positive mind because my spirit arrived before I did, and I understood convince people. See, I was convinced. See, when y'all talking to people, y'all recruiting people, y'all like, hey, hey, listen to me. Check this out. I don't know what you're doing right now, but I got an opportunity to change your life for the rest of your life. You like money? Yeah? Okay, well, listen, this is what I want to do, man. Let's just change numbers. I don't have time to talk right now. I'm a little bit too busy. I don't have time to talk right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your number, and I'm going to call you when I slow down, building a huge business right here in Kansas City, man. I want you to be a part of it. I want to show you how to make some extra income. Is that fair? Absolutely. Hey, well, listen, man, I'll give you a call a little bit later. I think my schedule's open 7, 8. One of them work for you? I booked the appointment right there. Let's get it. You familiar with Zoom? I'll see you on Zoom. That's it. I ain't got time to do all that talking. Say a little bit to a lot of people. Y'all still trying to explain Primerica to people. What? Well, I gotta explain this to you, and you ain't making the money you want to make, and I gotta sit there and tell you all this stuff. How does that make sense? I'm talking to somebody today. Hey, they messed up, Terry. They should have let me loose, bro. I'm on a fire. I'm on a mission. Hey, I gotta say the Chiefs one more time. Let's keep going. Now, that's my brother, right? Now, here's the thing. No, what I'm understanding is, you guys, is you gotta ask yourself, what are you putting into your self-confidence every day? What are you telling yourself? What do you watch motivational? Here's the thing that I understood about success. Success is boring. For some reason, y'all think success is fun. Success is boring. You got to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. But I want you to understand, once you do it, you got to do it no more. So you teach somebody else how to do the things that you don't like to do, and you got other people doing the things that you don't like to do, and life is pretty good. I want y'all to understand. I'm talking to somebody. I'm almost done, right? So here's the thing. You got to thank God for your struggles. You got to thank God for the hard time. You got to understand, if it was easy, everybody would do it. I don't want everybody to do it. I don't want 1 million life insurance agents doing out here selling Primerica. I don't want that. Right now, if they under me, I want that. I ain't gonna lie. If they under me, if they under me, I'll take that. But if they ain't under me, I don't want 1 million life insurance agents. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You gotta embrace the hard time. Here's the thing, man. I tell people all the time, being rich is hard. It's hard to get rich. But so is being broke. So choose your heart. Which hard you want? You want rich hard or you want broke hard? I want rich hard all day, every day. Because when you got money, things start to happen. You start to get, all of a sudden, I start to get babysitters I didn't know I had. Man, you want me to babysit? What? When I was broke, you wasn't, why you babysitting now? I started getting people ask me, you want me to wash your car? You want me to cook? What? Right? But I want y'all to understand, money fixes most of the problems that you have. Money fixes most of the problems that you have, you guys. Embrace your problems, right? And I want you to embrace your problems as much as you embrace your success, right? My problems, I just want you to understand, I've never lost without winning. It gets better when you get better. I've never lost without winning. Every time I lost, I won. I want y'all to understand that. You lose because, man, let's keep going. I'm almost done, right? Here's the thing. I'm a recruit to retire. I'm a sell to survive. I'm a recruit to retire, but I'm a sell to survive because I got to keep my business going. I got to make money while I'm recruiting to build a business. Somebody missed what I just said, right? And here's the thing. In order to change the world, you got to change first. You got to change first. You can't change the world if you ain't change yourself first. It don't make sense, y'all. And we got to keep going, right? You got to dress how you want to be addressed. How you got on t-shirts and jeans and dirty old shoes and you look like whatever, you talking about a financial services business. What? You got to dress how you want to be addressed, y'all. And if you understand that, the rest is the rest, right? My RVP used to always tell me, right now used to always say, if what you got in your hand don't meet your need, that's not your seed. But we got to keep going. We got to keep planting seeds, y'all. We got to keep going. I want you to understand that this is serious. Hey, one of my young guys always use this quote. And I say, if you die, if you were born looking like your parents, but you're going to die looking like your decisions. You get 2 things every day, a chance and a choice. The choices that you make with the chances that you have will heavily dictate the way your life will end. Listen to me, you guys. We have an opportunity to change our life for the rest of your life. And I hope you make the right decision. You can never get weary in well doing. It's what my RVP used to always tell me. He said, man, if you're doing the right thing for the right reasons and you believe in God, He gonna give you everything that you came for. He gonna give you everything that you came for, but you can't quit. Everybody else quits right when it's their time to get their blessing, right when it's their time to reach their milestone. They quit right when it's their time to get their ring. They quit right when it's their time to get their daggone one recruit. You can't quit. You gotta keep going. I don't know about somebody here. Somebody hear what I'm saying, right? Somebody hear what I'm saying. You guys, I'm just to the point where I just really want to help you guys to change your life. I inspect what I expect. I am the goose that laid the golden egg. And I want y'all to understand, you got to have a daily routine. If you ain't got a daily routine, you ain't going to never win. You got to have a daily routine. You have to understand preparation. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. Let me say it again. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. And if you don't understand preparation, you'll never win in life. And you have to understand time management. Yes, you got to tell your mama no. Yes, you got to tell your husband no. Yes, you got to tell your boyfriend no, because they don't think that you got a job. They think that you ain't doing nothing and you going to do everything for everybody and you ain't building your business because you're too busy telling everybody yes. See, I don't know if y'all understand what I'm doing, man. I'm on a mission. And so if we understand those key principles, preparation, time management, and most importantly, self-development. I woke up every day wanting to become a better me than I was yesterday. And all I did was kept my head down and I kept learning. And I want all y'all to understand that you can do everything you want to do in this business. You just got to make the decision. That's my time. Bird game, Kansas City, man. Let's go. Straight up. Yeah.
I do it.
Out here trying to get it each and every way. Mama need a house, baby need some shoes. Times are getting hard. Guess what I'ma do? Hustle, 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 hard, hustle, 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 hard, hustle, 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 hard. Closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard.
Man, great talk, Coach Matt. Great talk, Coach Matt. Look, I hope y'all was taking notes. Like he said, y'all, as he was closing, preparation, time management, and self-development. Y'all, those keys are going to take you a long way. Look, I see somebody just dropped it in the chat. So y'all, before we go ahead and, if our guests still have some time, before we move into a question and answer period to allow a little bit of questions, we're going to go ahead and, take another moment to, of course, play this brief video, of course, celebrating all of the speakers that, of course, got on the call tonight and took time out of their very packed and busy schedule to, of course, come pour into us. All right, so I just want to personally, of course, thank all of you all for that. And we're going to go ahead and queue up this video. And like I said, if y'all still got time remaining, we can be able to have a short Q&A session. And so, of course, Coach Shay, you can go ahead and queue up the video for us.
I just want to say, shout out the top of the hills, baby. We in this joint. I'm sorry, y'all.
You good? Look, you good?
I'm sorry.
So we're just going to have a little bit of music as the video, of course, coming up. Give us 1 second.
I don't hear nothing if it's going off. I don't hear nothing.
I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV, mama. I'ma put down.
Welcome to the good life. With the CLD, won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life. Let's go on a living spree. They say the best things in life are free. The good life. It feel like Atlanta. It feel like LA. It feel like Miami. It feel like NY. Summertime shy.
Now throw your hands up in the sky.
So I roll through good. Y'all pop the trunk. I pop the hood. Ferrari. And she got the goods. And she got that. I got to look sorry. Yo, it's got to be, cause I'm seasoned. Haters give me them salty looks. Lowry's 50 told me, go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile.
We the best.
a grand hustle.
We taking over.
North Carolina, let's spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota, West.
All right, you guys.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So look, so we got time. We're gonna do just 3 questions. That's it, just 3.
I hope y'all like that video.
Right, look, made of course by
Video was dope.
my coach.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on now, y'all. Come on. Well, look, so we got time for 3 questions. Look, that's it, y'all. And so first off, of course, to ask the question, you're going to have to be a regional leader or above. All right, so of course, you said, yeah, and be on camera, right? So not, if you ain't on camera, look, we ain't talk to you. All right, so of course, if you're a regional leader or above and you have a question, you can go ahead and, raise your hand. All right, and then we'll be able to call on you. Like I said, it's just the first 3 people. All right, whoever there are, because and then we're gonna go ahead and knock off on the call. So of course, if you got a question, you of course can raise your hand, or if I don't see nobody hand raised, you just come off mute. You the first person come off mute, and of course, ask your question. You can go ahead and ask away.
Everybody got their hand up? Oh, they almost already made 300,000.
Yeah, they won't make no money.
Oh, I'm off you.
Yeah, you off me.
In the car.
I'm-
Keep the cash.
Oh, nobody ain't got no question.
Hey, listen, I'm not a regional leader. I am a division. However, I do have a question for all of them, since none of the regional leaders want to get up.
Okay.
Listen,
You're a regional leader. You're a regional leader.
listen, gentlemen, I appreciate everything tonight. My question to every last one of y'all, man, is as men, how is it that you guys are keeping your mental focus? I mean, Terry was talking about it tonight, but how do you keep that mental focus that you guys have to be able to build what you have right now?
I'll go first. If anybody gonna go, I'll go first, man. I think, as a man, you got to understand who you are as a man first. And like my guy Terry was saying, we the breadwinners. We got to bring the money home. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand who we are. So the focus really got to come with understanding who you are first. And you got to be that lion. Man, a lion ain't the biggest animal in the jungle. He ain't, but he got the most heart. So you got to get some heart, man. You got to get to the point where you got to go get this done. I just stay focused because of what I feed myself. I understood I can't do it by myself. So I had to get mentorship from outside. And what I fed myself and it kept my mind focused, what you listen to every day is the key. I listen to Les Brown. I listen to Tony Robbins. I listen to T.D. Jakes. I listen to Jim Rohn. I listen to Primerica guys. I listen to Joe Ward. So I'm always listening to somebody that got what I want. So that pushes me to keep my mental focus all the time because I'm always putting something positive in my head and they let me know I could do it, man. So that's for me. I don't know about everybody else, but that's for me.
That's good. That's good, brother Matthew. And I guess for me is like, I don't want to ever go back, man. I don't want to go back to poverty. I know how poverty feels. I don't want to go back. I don't want to ever go back to lack. I don't want to ever go back to not being able to get my wife anything she wants. I'm in a position to get my wife, my kids, anything they want. I don't want to go back to asking people for stuff. I don't want to go back to a 9-to-5 job. I don't want to go back to just over broke. I don't want to go back to somebody telling me what to do 8 hours a day and then the other 4 hours a day on my phone. I don't want to go back to lacking. I don't want to go back to the suits that I used to wear because I wear much better suits now. I don't want to go back to fake diamonds. I wear real diamonds. So I ain't trying to go back. That keeps my focus now, brother. So for me, I don't want to go back. And then more importantly, and then I want to let Terry take the mic, then I want to go forward with people. I want to make sure that I bring all of my people together. I want to be the male Harriet Tubman. I want to bring my people of freedom. That's what keeps me focused. I want to see more Black and brown millionaires, man. We have the most Black and brown millionaires, right? People making over $300,000 to $1 million than any other company on the planet. Second to us is Microsoft. That's what keeps my focus every day. That I don't want to go back and I want to bring people with me.
Hey, man, that was gold. That was gold. That was gold. Hey, listen, I'll say this. We all knew each other before this phone call. You know why? Because lions don't hang with hyenas, bro. It's just that simple, bro. You gotta hang with people that get after it just like you get after it, or you gotta hang with people that you see where you want to be. You got to get in that circle, because let me tell you something. I tell people all the time, I'm not good enough to hang with a bunch of broke people and weak people every single day. And that mindset, that stinking thinking might not seep into my bones. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not that good enough. I'm not good enough for that. I know that in order for me to keep playing on a high level, I got to stay around other people that play at a high level. And I'm just telling you right now that the real deal is that lions don't hang with hyenas. If you a lion, act like a lion and hang around lions. You know, stop acting like you don't want to be around the fire, the heat. You know, somebody said a long time ago, the highest level of maturity is accountability. And I think that that's one of the number one problems for most of us, Josh, is that most of us don't want to be held accountable. And I'm gonna tell you what, I hang around my brothers and I don't care. I don't care if any of them pick up the phone and call me and check me. You know why? Because I'm playing at the highest level of accountability. And here's the sad part, they won't check you if they feel like you can't handle it. So you got to just stay focused, stay plugged in with the source, because the source is what gives you the energy.
Good.
All right, definitely good. Thank you so much. Great question. Great question. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the second question, and then we'll have. I see we got one person with their hand raised. I'll let them go at the end. And so my question, of course, is actually gonna be for Coach Terry, because I know during your talk, you know, and I believe this is something that'll help everybody. You know, one of the main things you said is that you have to, of course, schedule appointments and go on appointments. And through your bio that you sent to me, you know, you said that when you started off and you were working part-time, you were still making about $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And then as a regional leader, you were making about $6,000 to $8,000 a month. And so for you to be able to make that income, you know, what was that activity like? How many appointments were you scheduling every single week and actually going on and doing every single week to be able to make that amount of money?
Yeah, so one of the first things my coach always told me is that you have to respect the numbers. But my coach also told me, you can't beat the numbers, but the numbers can't beat you. So I truly understood that it's a numbers game. I just got to be on a bunch of appointments. I don't care how good I am. I don't care, but I got good as a result of being on appointments, right? So to answer your question, I mean, I think part-timers got to they got to learn this is a business, guys. And we can't just mistakenly hit our numbers. We got to hit our numbers intentionally. And so I think that what we got to do is we got to look at the numbers. We got to look at how much money you want to make. And then you got to back into the numbers based off of the appointments, right? So you got to be able to say to yourself, all right, I want to make $5,000 this month. Oh, well, my average application is a $70 app. So I know I got to close X amount of $70 apps in order to get to the, you know, to make that type of income, right? And because you got to know how much money you make from that app. And so the real deal is that most of us, whatever your goal is, you got to figure out what your close ratio is, and you got to figure out how many appointments you want to get on. Now, if you're asking me how to get on those appointments, or listen, you got to have some call nights, some phone blitzes, some phone blast days. You know, are you calling people schedule appointments every day? Or are you like saying, hey, I'm gonna schedule appointments on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays? I don't know what you're doing, but this is what I know. You need to understand your numbers, and you need to make sure that you don't go to sleep until your amount of appointments are scheduled that gets you the goal, especially as men, because you can't come home and tell your wife, hey, babe, I'm sorry, I ain't scheduled my appointment, so we're not gonna go out to dinner tonight. Or, hey, I don't schedule my appointment, so we can't go on that trip. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy talk. You know, that's real crazy talk. So you just got to be careful with that. I would recommend that you just really if you don't know those numbers, speak to your upline, speak to your RVP, and figure out what numbers you need to run so you can get on those appointments that you need to get on, so you can develop that skill set so you can make the money so you can get your family free. Hope that answers your question.
Man, that's awesome, awesome, awesome. So I have a question, guys. And of course, this is with me. I know this is a men's call, right? But what I do understand is that all three of y'all have different dynamics with being men, you know, with and without partners. And so there's a lot of men on here, because y'all know we just came out of the women's meeting, right? And then we had some women who were first agent, some women were second agent. And then, of course, the rest of this month, we actually have partnership meetings throughout the rest of the month, okay? And so I do want to ask y'all a question going into that, and we got one last young man that's gonna ask a question. But I know, you know, Rufus would be in the second agent, and of course, Matt being the first agent, of course, and Terry, you're not married, right? Right, so that's 3 different dynamics. So what advice do each one of y'all, can you all give to a man on this call based off of where you are right now, like your best nugget that you can give to a man who is in your position right now, whether you are the first agent, the second agent, or you're just a man in business without a partner, you know, what's your best nugget that you can give of advice?
I'll go first this time. So I am married. Most of the time people introduce me as April's husband. So I was, you know, I was fine to get on here and somebody said my name. Shay, don't play with me. I thought y'all was gonna introduce me as April's husband tonight. But one thing I'm gonna tell all the men that are on here tonight, please act like a dude. Don't act like no chick. I see a lot of dudes in business with their wives acting like them. Me and my wife are 2 different people. I know what she possesses, I know my strengths, and I know her strengths. Too many dudes act like chicks, man. And that's just real talk. Hopefully I don't offend anybody, but act like a man. Know who you are. Imagine this, you're like a stove, right? I know that I control the temperature. My wife is the fire. I know that I control the temperature of our house, the temperature of our business, but my wife is the lead coach, so she runs the business. And I'm okay with her being the CEO, but she ain't the man. She ain't the head of the house. She's the head of our business. And I treat her as such. I hold her on a pedestal, right? I hold her on a pedestal so people can't get to the fruit. She's high up on a pedestal. So if you have a female, right, that you work with, a partner in this business, make sure you hold her to high regard. Listen, I know who my wife is outside this business. Listen, I'm married to Miss Pennsylvania. I know who I got, know who you got. And act like a dude, don't act like no chick. Because when you start acting like them, your business is going to veer away from itself. I see too many people acting like females instead of men. Be a real man, know that you control the temperature and your business will explode. That's one of the main reasons, Shavon, that me and April were able to get the $500,000 in a 12-month period in less than 3 years.
Woo, I know the rest of y'all about to speak, but woo, I love that. Man, Rufus, that's a big dang deal, what you just said. Like, even though, you know what type of man you have to be in order to do that. Like, that's a big dang deal. So you just help somebody out on here, Rufus. That's a big dang deal. Okay, the rest of y'all.
So Shay, let me ask you a question. You said, you basically saying, talk about the biggest nugget about what, partnership or what we do in our business?
Where the position that you're in partnership. So of course, you know, I mean, and this, because we do have women on here as well, right? Yeah. And so, you know, there might be some women on here who are the lead agent, right? Who are the first agent, like Rufus just said, April is. So you're not April's husband, okay? Okay, and so because here's the thing, what I do know, Rufus, is that if you did act like a chick, y'all wouldn't be at 500,000 in income, right? Y'all be at the bottom of the barrel, okay? So, you know, she needs you to be exactly who you are. So I give kudos to you on that, right? And so there's some women on here that might have a husband or a boyfriend or whoever, you know, who does act like a chick. So I believe that with them being the first lead agent and, you know, and the man being the second agent. Well, there's also some men on here who's the first agent, right, with a spouse, okay? And they may be having some issues with, you know, or need some advice on how to, you know, how to run their business, or what a man may need as a lead agent from his second agent wife, right? And so Rufus just explained what the first agent woman needs as the husband, who's the second agent. And so what would you say is the best nugget, you know, for a woman who is the second agent on what the husband, the man first agent needs from her, you know?
So I think the first thing is know your role. You gotta establish what you're good at, what she's good at. Right. And I want you to understand, you can't be in business with somebody, you know, the partner that you choose, well, I'm talking about, it's the biggest part. about your business and the person that you choose. You got to know your role. Know what do you do? What am I good at? Me and my wife, we have a conversation about what we're good at, what we're not good at. And we did that. She did what she was good at. I did what I was good at, and we made it work. She liked back hours. I like to go train and develop. I like to train and develop. So once you know what you're good at, some couples just do their own thing. He do his own back hours and she do her own back hours. It all depends on the type of couple you are. So once you realize what you want and what your focus is and what you want to get to do, and y'all talk to it, I would talk to an upline and say, who's the best with this? What's the best? And so I come up with a plan. And I think the best thing for me is I sit down with Ronell and I said, Ronell, how should this thing look? Because I had no clue. I've never built a business like this before. So I sit down with Ronell and I said, how does this thing look? But I looked at him and Kiana. So when I looked at how him and Kiana ran their business, I said, I want my business to look like their business. So that's what we did, for me. And, if you don't know your role, it really can't do you no good. Know what you're good at, know what and like you said, man, don't be a female. It don't matter if she's the lead or not, still be the man, right? You the head. And so, like he said, man, it's a lot of guys that don't play the head because she might make a little bit more money, but that ain't how this works, right? Because whatever money come in my house is my money, right? It's our money. Like, I said my money, but our money, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to understand. So that's what it was for me, man. I just looked at what we was good at and we made it work. And ask your upline, that's the best person to tell you what to do. That would be my advice.
Awesome. That's a big deal. That's the big deal. Now, come on, Terry.
Yeah. So, well, here's the deal, guys. I'm gonna say this, and I'm just gonna keep it real with you. You better get yourself a partnership. You know what I mean? I think most men, we think that we could do it all. It's the gift and the curse. The real deal is I had a partner before I knew I had a partner. You know what I'm saying? That just because a person isn't you're not married or whatever the case may be, you better find yourself a partner in your business. Nakia Neal has been my partner in business forever. Like, she's my rider. You understand what I'm talking about? So she was the person that could hold me accountable. She's the person that could tell me that I'm messing up. She also is the person that could maybe see some things that I couldn't see. Because the real deal is that we all, like Matt said, we gotta have roles. Man, like, listen, we all got responsibilities. Like, Matt's a monster at what he does, but I guarantee you his wife can do some things that he can't do, or he's not good at, or whatever, or she's better at it, and vice versa with Rufus, right? That's just the way it is in life. If you focused on getting to the next level in a space in your business, there's no way that you can be excellent in some other space. So you better find yourself a partnership. I used to think to myself, oh man, I wish I had a partnership, but I had one all the time. I just wasn't watering the partnership. And I think you got to understand that you guys got to humble yourself, man. And stop acting like you got to say your name for everything. It's a there's no I in team, man. You better shout out your people and applaud your people every chance you get, or else a guy gonna take your people away. Real simple, and teach you a lesson. So, so Shay, I just believe that we all got partners in some shape, form, or fashion. And I think that anybody that goes to the next level, even they might be simple, they might be single, or they might not be married, but best believe they got somebody in their business that is doing some special stuff in their business. So you just better be clear on that.
Absolutely. That's a big dang deal because, man, when I first got in business, my top player, those were my partners, right? Those are my ride or dies, what we call them foxhole buddies. Somebody can hold you accountable, right? Somebody that you can push and they can push you. So not all the time will a partner be a spouse. My upline, her partner is her granddaughter, right? And so not everybody, she's in Philly, right? So not everybody's partner is going to be, is going to be a spouse. I have business relationships with people. Right now, my big pusher, my business partner, right? She don't override me officially, right? But Ursula Burks Johnson, that's my bestie right there. You hear what I'm saying? It's my sister. And so she pushes me. That's who pushed me to 200,000, right? And we pushing pushing each other. You know, I'm pushing her to 4 and 5. She's pushing me to 3. So, you know, that's my partner right now, right? And so, you know, that's the biggest thing. So I love what every last one of y'all said, because somebody on here is dealing with something. You know, there's a man on here or even a woman that's like, I can't do this because I ain't got a partner. Yes, you do have get you a partner. May not be an official partner, right? Y'all might not be on the same code, but man, this is the person that's gonna ride with you, that's gonna support you, that's gonna be there with you no matter what. And y'all can bounce ideas off of each other and speak to each other's team, whatever the case may be. That's that person that's there for you. So I love that y'all just killed that. Like people like, oh my God, I needed that. So y'all, we got 2 more people and then we're done. We got Mr. Patton Bow. And then y'all in these names, y'all parents, and Mr. Cobb, I'm just gonna call y'all by y'all last name, because y'all ain't gonna get on me.
All right, guys, I'll make this easy. Panox Pattonbow, regional leader up in here in Boston, and my question is really simple. I mean, a lot of us regional leaders have put our head down and we've run hard for a certain period of time, but consistency is probably what a lot of us struggle with. And so what are some of, I guess, maybe a secret or a tip or something that allowed you guys to continue to be consistent for as long as it took to get it done?
I'll just start off this one. I'll just say, man, you got to become obsessed. You know, like I knew everything fluctuated until I became obsessed. And I just think that we become obsessed with things in life, but we just become obsessed with the things that don't make us any money. Like I could prove it. Like if I ask y'all, you know, what happened on this show or that show, y'all be like, oh, let me tell you what happened, yo, you know, because you got to get home at 8 o'clock on the dot to watch this show. Because why? Because you're obsessed about it. You're not gonna miss it because you're obsessed. And I just believe that, you know, most people, the reason why they're not consistent is because they're not obsessed. You know, and you gotta, and obsession honestly becomes from being sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, you get pissed off to the point where you're like, enough is enough. You know, I'm tired of asking people for money. I'm tired of, you know, making up excuses of why we can't go on this trip. You know, I'm sick and tired of telling them that I ain't get the bill and I don't know, I ain't even know. I sent the money. I don't know why they didn't get it. Like, come on, man. Like, we grown men. Enough is enough. Stop trying to make excuses about stuff that you know you shouldn't be making excuses about, right? At the end of the day, you got to become obsessed with changing your life. And the only way that happens is you got to be sick and tired of where you at. Nobody changes unless they uncomfortable. You don't take your foot off the hot ground unless it's hot, unless it's uncomfortable, right? So the real deal is that you're going to keep walking on that ground until it becomes uncomfortable enough to you to move it. So so all of us are where we are because we're supposed to be there until we get comfortable enough to move it. So that's my answer to that.
And just to bounce off of Terry, that was an awesome response, T. We're thinking on the same wavelength, man. We didn't even talk about this, but you have to make this business more than just your friend. Bismarck had a song, y'all remember that? You got what I need. But you say he just a friend. But you say, no. You have to marry this business. You have to become obsessed with this business. I wake up thinking about this business. I go to sleep thinking about this business. Until I become financially independent and I can show other people how to become financially independent, I ain't gonna get a lot of sleep, bro. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. My son is an NFL player. There was months because I became so obsessed in this business that I made more money than my son who plays in the NFL. If you treat this business like a sport, it'll pay you like an athlete. Become obsessed with this business, brother, and make it more than just your friend, because it's not, I bet you if I talk to you, it's not a skill set. You know how to do everything, overcome the, you know how to do all that. But that little transition in your business is just obsession, like Terry talked about. And marrying this business, make this business more than just your friend. Go to sleep tonight singing that song, you got what I need. All right, brother, let's go, man. But you say he just a friend. But you say he just a friend. Oh, baby, you. That's my joint.
Oh, bad, man. We had a moment. So, young man, I think for me, man, you know, the biggest thing I see people do is they get to do it. They don't have to do it. You're comfortable. You got a job. You ain't living a bad life, so you're comfortable. You don't have to do it. You get to do it. You know, I had to put in my mindset. I'm always thinking about if they close Primerica down tomorrow, what am I gonna do? I'm always thinking about if they take this opportunity from me, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do to make this type of money? So I always put myself in a position, man. I'm always tricking my mind and tricking my subconscious mind to understand that this is not forever. And if you start to understand this is not forever, then you go get it. But most people are comfortable on their job, man. They love what they do, or they cool. They're cool with just being average, right? And so when you're cool with being average, you have no reason to go out here and push you to go do something great, man. So you just got to put yourself around the right people, man. And you know, don't want to be average, man. You got to want more out of life. And if you want more out of life, you don't, man, here's the biggest thing. I tell people all the time, you know, show me 4 or 5 of your closest friends. I can show you $2,000 within your bank account. So the people that you hang with and the people that you surround yourself with are going to be the biggest influence on where you go. I don't hang, like you said, Eagles don't flock with pigeons. I don't. I'm kicking it with Terry. I'm kicking it with Ruben. I want to be with them. They make more money. Hey, what's up, bro? What y'all doing? You know what I mean? So when we at the AAL season, we anywhere, I'm with them. I need to hear from them. I need to see what they got going on, because I don't want to hang with the people that's just talking about it, right? So we just surround ourselves with the wrong people, man, to go get big and go do that. And the rest will be the rest of your business, man. You know what I mean? If you go get it, trick your mind, subconscious mind, and the rest is the rest, man.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Sir.
You got
Mr.
what
Cobb.
I need, but
Hey,
you say he just a friend.
hey, I know about that.
Just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need, but you say he just a friend.
Good evening. Hey, I appreciate all the nuggets that y'all dropped and shared with us tonight. I'm gonna be real quick. I just wanted some suggestions or nuggets. Could y'all share with us when it comes to recruiting up and tapping into better markets? Rufus and Matthew, I know Matthew, he spoke on something that really touched me. I'm kind of like that when I'm speaking to people. I'm like, why are we having a long conversations when you're not in the position that you want to be in? You know, what are we talking about? Like, I'm kind of straight to the point like that. And then Rufus, I think you touched on something. I don't know if you was just speaking, or you spoke on your wife being Miss Virginia. So with your wife being Miss Virginia, and then you also spoke on, I believe you said you were a former principal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with you being a former principal, sound like you all already came from a area or a market that was, a decent little market. So for someone that's new into the business, they might not have the best credibility, or they might not have the best market. What's some suggestions on tapping into better markets and recruiting up? And again, Matthew, you was hitting on that, because I'm like that. I want to get straight to the point. I ain't got time to be rapping with you when you know your situation and what you got going on.
So here's the thing you got to remember, man. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. We talked about earlier on the call, but I want you to remember, here's the key. We too busy putting our mindset on people. See what you do is you're not making the money, or if you made 100,000 in your mind, you wouldn't want no more money. But what I want you to know is the people that got money, they got to keep that lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? People that make money got to maintain that lifestyle. And so once you start making 100,000, 200,000, 150,000, but also they don't control their time. See, a lot of these folks that make a lot of this money, they don't have a life. So we show them how to make leverage residual recurring income that require your time and your touch. Multiple streams of income is what it's all about. So what I understood is third party is always better than first party. See, I never talked about myself. See, when you don't have the credibility, you always talking about somebody bigger than you. And see, what I understood was I was always talking about Ronell Burns. I got a guy, you need to meet this guy. Until I became Ronell Burns, right? Until I became an RVP, right? So now I don't have to do that, but I still talk about Charles Whitener. I still talk about Coach Jordan, right? Because if you understand that, the rest is the rest. Everybody wants to get to the boss. You know how they do it, man. Come on, man. This from the streets. And I don't have I'm from the projects, bro. I ain't. Right. I got you. You feel me? So but what I understood was I needed to recruit, and I had to give myself the best chance, and my stinking thinking was the only thing that was going to stop me from getting it. And see, I'm always on to take me to your leader. When I talk to somebody, hey, who's the person in your family that's this? Who's the person in your family that's about their business? Who's the person in your family that got this? Who's the person? Because I want you to take me to them, right? And I want you to understand, if you're confident and when you're talking to them, they just like everybody else, man. They just like everybody else. I promise you, man. They just like everybody else. So that was my mindset. Take me to your leader. Let's get it done. Man, you got to recruit up. because you recruiting that cat. Listen, let me say this last part. Some of y'all gonna get mad at me. Okay, it's okay. I love y'all.
Speak it. I love it.
Don't get mad at me. I love y'all. I'm not talking about nobody.
Right.
But some people are Dollar Tree cashiers for a reason.
Right.
I'm saying. So you have to remember that people are who they are, and I can't find myself trying to turn people that don't want more out of life into people that want more out of life like that, because I'm not saying I give everybody a chance, but that's not my focus. Where they are for a reason. And when you understand that, I don't focus on recruiting a whole lot of cashiers from this person, that I'm not Dollar General. I'm not looking for that.
Gotcha.
I'm looking for the people that can bring quality to my life, because you are one recruit away, and I'm looking for people with influence. And again, that's my biggest focus. Third party is always better than first party. So I'm always talking about somebody bigger than me.
Gotcha. Appreciate it.
That's good, brother Matt. That was a nugget, bro. So this is what I want to say. Everybody, write up this on your paper. How to recruit a principal who makes $140,000 a year. Put that on your paper. How to recruit a principal, or it could be an architect, it could be an electrician that makes $140,000 a year. Like Brother Matt said, the last thing you want to do is talk about money, because they got us tricked, Brother Matt. They think making 6 figures is enough money, which is not. I very rarely talk about money because I'm like Matt, I recruit up. I want people that are making $100,000, $200,000 that want to get money, that know money. So I don't talk about money. What recruited me into this business, Brother Cobb, was ownership and overrides, and my time and freedom. You're not going to get ownership. I wasn't going to get ownership as a principal. I wasn't going to own that school. I wasn't going to get overrides as a principal. I wasn't going to get my time back as a principal. I would go in at 6 o'clock in the morning, and sometime if there was a football game, would leave until 11 or 12 o'clock at night. I don't want to live that life all the way until 65, retire. So if you're trying to recruit up, you always think about what the people on the upper echelon don't have. Most Black and brown people don't have time because they're at work all the time. Most Black and brown people don't have the opportunity to override something. They're in France, and they're still making money here in the States. And most Black and brown people, you heard my statistic, especially men, there's less than 1/8 of all Black men make over $300,000. So if you put 100 Black men into a room, you put 99 Black men over there, there's only 1/8 of a Black man that goes over there. That's worse than slavery. So you have to present yourself as a person that's going to get them to the next place without really asking or saying money. I don't really talk about money when I talk about this business.
Gotcha.
Money is the reason why I'm in the business.
Right.
But I attract people that I want to be attracted to by what I came into this business for.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. They gave you the nuggets. Here's the real deal from the psychological standpoint, right? You will never recruit who you don't think that you are. You will only recruit who you think you are. So when people ask me all the time, like, how do I recruit up? You got to think that you're better than you are. Mm-hmm. You got to think you're at the next level. You're recruiting exactly who you think you are. And so it goes back to what we just said about hanging around people on a higher level. See, I always was comfortable in my own skin. I always thought that I was better than I was. Now, did I have to do the work to get to the next level? Yes. But in the meantime, I was comfortable in my own skin in certain rooms. Why? Because I hung around people that was getting it. So I knew what a lot of money looked like. I knew what money wore. I knew how money got dressed. I knew how money talked. I knew all of that stuff because I was in the same rooms as them all the time. So the real deal is, and I'm just keeping it real, nobody's ever going to recruit a person that they think they're not. You never recruit up. Most people only recruit on their level or below. So when you say to me, how can I recruit up? I would rather say, how can you get up? Because the real deal is your mindset has got to be higher than it is, right? So you got to come up with the perspective of, I got to step my mind up. I got to step my game up. I got to do the things that I got to get up to that level. So when you see me, you look familiar. You walk and talk like me. It's something about you that reminds me of me. And now it's an organic, genuine conversation. So I just believe people ain't gonna ever recruit up. They're gonna recruit who they think they are. So
gotcha.
That's what.
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Look, amazing takeaways. You know, of course, just from this call, y'all. Let's go ahead and give it up one more time. For each and every one of the speakers that actually got on the call today and blessed us.
All right, let's go.
Thank y'all so much.
Oh, yo, that's what's up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank
you for the nuggets. Bless you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Dropping the mic.
Yes. And hey, look, I know this was the only men's call.
Thank you.
I think we might need to run it back.
Might need to run it back.
Might need.
Big facts.
Hey, I'm just saying.
We got some great people getting on next week. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the people that'll be on next week and for the rest of the month. So y'all might want to tune in. We got some amazing women, got some amazing men that'll be on, and the people that we do have getting on this month, y'all. I mean, they're both, even if it's partnership, y'all, they're both doing some major things in business, which is a big dang on deal. And so make sure y'all look. I'm gonna tell y'all on the 11th, we got April and Samonte Bonner getting on. Okay, guys, we got George and Princess Mitchell, Shavon and Antoine Land getting on April 18th, guys. Y'all. Then we also got Chris and Tarsha Gray. Okay, and we got the Reeds, right? We got Brandon and his father getting on, right? Because they have built a new partnership, guys. And so y'all definitely want to make sure that y'all tune in. Okay, the rest of the month, because we got some amazing people that's going to be coming on, y'all, and doing some major things. So, we might have a millionaire call coming up. I'll let y'all know. Y'all just make sure that y'all stay tuned. $1 Million Earner call coming soon. I'm actually working on a Virginia Carter Award winner call as well with all of our Virginia Carter, our African American Virginia Carter Award winners getting on. So y'all just stay tuned. We got some major things coming up. Just want to make sure y'all, you got more of an intimate setting, right? To where y'all can actually ask these questions directly, right? Because it's one thing to have these people on the stage, but man, it's a big dang deal when you have them a little bit more up close and personal and can hear directly from them. So make sure y'all stay tuned, guys.
All right, you guys. And so, of course, we off until next week, y'all, exact same time. All right, exact same time next week. Make sure, of course, y'all sending out those reminders to the people. We'll get that flyer out to y'all in the meantime. But like I said, thanks once again to, of course, all the speakers on the call. Once again, so y'all just have you said what?
We got some $1 Million Earners on.
Oh, no, they're not on.
Yes, they are. I see right here.
Oh, where?
Yeah, I see Mr. Lennon on here.
Okay, I'm gonna say, yeah, I didn't even see him on the call.
Yeah, Mr. Lennon. I see Mr. Lennon on here. I seen John Lavin on here.
Oh yeah, he was on here. He just hopped off.
Yeah,
he just hopped off.
Deal. We had some $1 Million Earners on here. Did y'all know that? That's
right.
awesome.
And so that's the keynote, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw John Lavin was on with his camera on, taking notes, and he already makes $1 million a year.
Come on.
So if you was on this call and you weren't taking notes, you obviously not doing something right.
Exactly.
All right. And so, of course, we off, of course, until next week, y'all. And so we'll see y'all next week at 8 p.m.
Tell my guy Terry, I said, cheese.
Go Eagles, go Eagles. It's down. Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Whatever you do, just make sure you get paid. Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Crib so big that it came with a maid. Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Rule number 1, get the money first. Rule number 2, don't forget to get the money. Play by these rules and everything will be okay. Still in my trap, flipping my Frito Lays. Go get the money, it ain't nothing else important to me. I showed her, she hurry up and took it. I f***ed her so good she got up and started cooking. Rolling up big out of the cookies. If you ain't gas 40 bands, then you can't book me. Pull up on the side, your girl, she wouldn't stop looking. That good as took it, good as gone. I guarantee that like my that ain't coming home. I got money to count. I got got packs to flip. To bust. When I was small, I ain't have nothing. Started selling and prayed to God for a plug. He showed up and said, get paid, young hitter, get paid. Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Whatever you do, just make sure you get paid.